So I just got to Vancouver Airport. I'm on the way to Texas to surprise my girlfriend for Valentine's Day. She has no idea I'm coming, and I'm ready for this 2-week lie to be over with. I can't wait to just be there and be with her and have her know that I'm there and I was coming this whole time. Never doing this again. So now I'm in LAX waiting for my next flight to Dallas. Kim still thinks I'm at work and I still feel terrible about that, but this better be worth it. She's gonna be more mad at me than she is happy.
Walking past the fields with days we spent making worlds of our own.
What's that expression about all the best plans get ruined? Or something more elegant than that? So it didn't really work out as planned because my phone was set to the wrong time. So I woke up to you knocking on the door. So I had this like breakfast and everything planned, but it wasn't ready for when you got here. But we made it now. So we have our cute little balloon and our flowers and our little breakfast with our strawberries. Were you surprised to see me?
Yeah.
You had the best reaction. She was so happy. And it would have been so cool to catch on camera, but I guess that's just kind of our moment right now. And the cat's eating our eggs.
Good.
So we should probably have breakfast.
Trying to fly, you're doing it backwards.
No, I'm really hot. Why'd you make me eat that? I can't talk what I'm eating.
I don't know, I just wanted to see if you were actually gonna eat it.
It's not bad. What? This is how Pat eats.
I was wondering if you were doing it ironically or if I just never noticed that you chew like a llama.
No, it's because I'm trying to get through it fast. You. I'm not a llama. I bit my lip. That was dumb. Recently, I had this huge romantic gesture plan where I was gonna fly to Texas and not tell you and surprise you. And I was gonna be there with breakfast and presents and flowers and chocolates, and I had this little like ruse plan where Billy was gonna be there. He was gonna pretend. He organized this like breakfast, this ruse where you were gonna rock up and it was gonna be you and Billy having breakfast, and then I was gonna catch you guys in the act.
I got a little bit suspicious because of something you said, and I was like,
Well, that's because I was trying to convince you to go, so I told you
Yeah.
it was time sensitive.
which is such a weird thing to say to a person.
Well, I needed you to go on Tuesday because I was there.
I know.
So where it went wrong was my phone never updated to Texas time.
Yeah.
So I was still on Vancouver time. So you got there at 10,
Yeah.
but I thought it was 8.
Yeah.
And so what I wanted to do was have all these cameras set up to catch your reaction to end this video so sweetly and perfectly and romantically. But it all ballsed up because I was
You weren't even
asleep.
awake,
I
yeah.
answered the door smelling like plain because I hadn't showered. I wanted to look nice. I wanted to smell nice. I wanted to have breakfast ready. But I woke up and I was like, oh.
And nobody answered, and I knocked on the door and nobody answered. And like, it was weird to me that right as I rang the doorbell, you texted me. You were like, are you gonna be there at 10? I was like, well, it is 10. I am here.
I was praying and hoping it was like a mailman or something.
Well, no.
Because I was like, why would she be here at 8 in the morning? Because you can't even get up before 9 in the morning.
I get up early.
No, you don't.
And you were like, already? I was like, it's 10. You said be here at 10. It's 10. You opened the door, like, well, my phone says 8. And that was when it would have been good to have a camera.
Yeah, it would have
But
been.
you didn't have one.
Well, for the people at home, because they didn't get the awesome experience of watching that, what was your reaction?
I was mildly suspicious of what was happening. As I was driving up there, I was like, I almost put your presents in the car because I was that suspicious.
Glad you
Yeah.
didn't though, because then
Yeah.
I got him later and it was like a double Valentine's Day. No, you were happy.
Yeah.
You gave me a big hug. And it was like, it was nice. And I guess in a way it was kind of nice that it was just our moment, because I don't always like filming everything that I do, and sometimes I like to have moments to myself. But I wanted to catch that on film, mostly because like it was such an elaborate thing, and I had this huge plan, and I had to get work off, which was hard because Valentine's Day is one of the busiest days in the restaurant industry. So everyone told me like, fine, if you're getting the day off, at least film it for us. So everyone wanted me to film it, so I was going to, but then
No, I just didn't.
slept in. I guess final thoughts on this romantic gesture. Who do you think won Valentine's Day? Like, if you were to like compare our romantic, and like just to give you some idea, she made this for me. It was like a Deku tree from Ocarina of Time. You made this. I mean, like.
I mean, you could downplay it as much as you did the other day. Like, yeah, you got some wood from outside and you stuck it to a thing.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah, but I flew here, so like,
yeah, it's whatever.
your gift, basically.
No, I'm kidding. I can't even joke about that. I love this.
Mm-hmm.
This is really sweet. Thank
Uh-huh.
you. But in the grand scheme of things, who do you think won most romantic romancer of the Valentine's Day?
I think you're having a stroke. Like, I'm pretty sure.
I'm really sick and it's really hot.
I'm pretty sure.
But like, no, you think it was like you or me? Or
I don't
me?
Do you want me to say you?
I mean, you don't have to. You can lie. But the thing is, like, for me, it was I had to lie to you for 2.5 weeks.
I know.
And that was
I
so
feel like
would suck really bad.
I feel like you get the sympathy win because you felt so bad about
I felt
that.
because you would call me and you'd be like crying. You'd be like, I want to see you. I'll miss you. And like I have this like knowledge, this thing where I could just be like, I'll be there soon. But instead, I had to be like, we can't afford it. We can't. I can never see
I
you
feel like
again.
the crying in one instance was justifiable.
I'll be like, I'm never seeing you again. And it was hard. It was hard to do that. It was hard to be like, we might break up. When I could just be like, I'm gonna see you soon. But instead I had to be like, I hate you and I never loved you. That's what it felt like though.
I don't think that's quite.
That's what it felt like
Yeah.
in my heart. Meanwhile, you're like making this and shit, wondering if you're ever gonna see me again. The worst time was when you were driving home that day. You almost got arrested.
Well, I mean, technically I was arrested. I just didn't get taken to the
You were
police
partway
station.
arrested. So Kim has a long history, run-ins with the law.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
She's a problem child.
A decorated past.
She's been in and out of prison a few times. She's peddled meth in Georgia.
Apparently.
A bunch. That's actually how we met.
Mhm.
During a drug bust.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what happened? Tell him what happened. Druggy.
Apparently, one of my headlights was out. I was on my way home from work. So they pulled me over because I had a headlight out. And the dude was super nice and everything when it was just the headlight. He was like, can I see your license, registration, all that. And he was super nice. And then he gets back to the car with my stuff. And he's there for a really long time. I'm like, oh, that's weird. I mean, I've only ever been pulled over one other time, and it's for the same exact reason, for the headlight.
Keeps going. It was out today as well.
I know.
We're lucky we didn't go to jail today.
Yeah, glad we didn't go to jail today. Probably drugs in the headlamp. That's probably why it won't work.
It'd be funny if there
All
was.
my meth is... He came back, and he looked super pissed, and he was like, you want getting out of the car? For your safety, could you just, like, stand over there? And he, like, points to the grass, and I stand there. But don't do that. Don't stand in the grass. And for the love of God, don't go like this on your pants.
Is that what you done?
Yeah, because I had dust on my pants. I went like this. Yeah, no, don't move
Well,
your
it was
hands.
your own fault then, really.
Don't move your hands. Because apparently on camera, they can tell you that you dropped a pot pipe on
You
the
didn't
ground.
tell me that you did this.
I know.
That's so suspicious.
I know, dusting my pants. I'm such a fucking drug addict. Only drug
So they
addicts dust
pull
their
her
pants off.
out of the car and she stands on a, what was it, a weed pipe or
Yeah.
a crack pipe?
There's pot in it, I'm assuming.
Okay.
I don't do
She's-
drugs, so I'm
So she gets
assuming
pulled out of the
that's what it
car
was.
and she's standing on a weed pipe.
And he's like, what's that? I was like, I don't
Neither of
know.
us do drugs.
No. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I
Since
don't
we've
smoke
known each other,
anything,
I
so-
think both of us have like drank one time.
One alcohol.
One alcohol. And now all of a sudden you're standing on this weed pipe.
Yeah, and he's like, "What's that?" And I haven't moved my feet. That's the one thing that they couldn't get me in the end because my feet never moved, and it was directly under my shoes. The
You did
entire
that
time.
though.
I know, but how was I supposed to know they're trying to set me up? I didn't know. I've never been like set up with drugs
And that's
before.
the thing, is I think you were set up
I was absolutely, but I didn't know that.
because
And yeah,
they ran your name and they found that
there was some lady. There's some meth head in Georgia that has a somewhat similar name to mine. The last names aren't even the same, by the way. But apparently, they thought like my driver's license was fake. So they assumed that that was me. So they planted, I'm assuming, they planted the pipe as a reason to search my car for the meth
Absolutely.
that I was peddling.
there's no other, like, they pulled you over on the side of the road.
What
and
are the f***ing odds
and then-
that there's a pipe right
then
where he
talk
tells
to
me
you.
to stand?
then go back and they realize, oh, this is this meth dealer person.
Yes.
Then while you said they were checking your car, they were going all around your car and stuff.
I didn't see them do that. I was just sitting there waiting for the guy to come back, so I wasn't watching what he was
Had
doing.
to have just.
He
no,
had to have just tossed it.
no one just
casually.
throws a weed pipe out the window of
No.
their car, and then you happen to stand there.
No, he wouldn't have pointed there and not seen it when he pointed there, unless he
So
knew
he
it was
pulled
there
you
already.
over, got
Yeah.
your name, went back, thought, holy shit, this is this person, it's
Right.
payday, payday for me,
Right.
let's search this car and find all of her drugs.
Exactly.
Puts a weed pipe, and
Picks it
then
up, yeah.
and then pulls you out and stand next to that grass there,
Yeah.
and
Just stand in
then
the grass. Which
and then actually arrests you,
they did.
put you in handcuffs,
That was the most confusing part where I was like, hang on.
put you in handcuffs,
Something's weird.
read
Why?
you your rights, beat you with the nightstick.
They did not beat me with a nightstick. But they did take my phone, which apparently they're not allowed to do. I didn't know that.
Took your phone.
Having never been arrested, I didn't know they're not allowed to take your
They
phone.
kicked you a little bit
They did
too.
not kick me.
Well, it was still traumatic, and then they
Well,
put
yeah,
you.
it was traumatic. They put me in the f***ing cop car
put you
while
in
they
the back of the
searched my
cop car
car.
for,
Which,
like,
by
half
the
an
way,
hour.
if you are watching this, which I doubt you are, I hope you enjoyed going through the 30 bags of Taco Bell that were in my back seat.
Yeah, she's fat.
That's what I had in my car. No meth. Millions of empty burrito
But to be
wrappers.
fair, I think like drugs, like weed, and like a ton of Taco Bell kind of go together.
They thought they might have had a story. I feel
Honestly,
like. They'd be like,
they-
obviously she's a pothead. Look at all this.
They probably
Taco
pulled you
Bell."
over and then I looked in your car and then saw all the Taco Bell.
They're like, oh, we can get
and
this
then
bitch.
and then
We
went
can get
back
her.
and they were like, well, she absolutely does weed, so let's see what else she does.
Nobody who doesn't smoke weed would eat this much Taco Bell.
That was traumatic because you were in the back
I was
of that
in
cop
that
car for
freaking
like 30
cop
minutes.
car. No. It was at least an hour. I was sitting back there while they were searching my car.
The
There's
thing is,
so much
the
stuff
thing is,
in
you
the back of
thought
my
you
car.
were getting arrested.
I did.
Like
He
you were
read me-
told
yeah.
you were getting arrested. So whether or not they were going to find anything in that car, which they weren't because you
No,
don't do any
'cause I don't
drugs.
have anything.
But you already thought you were getting arrested.
Well,
for the
he
weed
made
pipe.
it seem like I was going to be taken to the station.
So you
he was
had
like,
just-
so if you have any drugs on you, because there was nothing in the car.
Yeah.
Their last ditch effort was that maybe I was hiding it in my bra or something, because they're two male police officers. They're not allowed to search that. So a female police officer at the station could have searched me. So they're like, okay, if you have any drugs on you, give them up now, or you will be charged when you get to the station. Not if, when. And
So-
I was like,
So what all this amounted to was you were merrily on your way home from work.
yeah,
You got pulled over.
Yeah.
Suddenly you're in handcuffs being arrested.
yeah.
They checked the tape. They couldn't get any evidence, so they ended
No.
up just sending you home.
Right.
You call me. You're bawling your eyes out,
Yeah.
crying because it's like the most traumatic, terrible
It was
experience
horrible.
you've ever had.
That was the worst thing
And I remember
ever.
you said to me, and this is like 3 days before I leave. You said, "I would do anything to have you here right now," and I still had to be
I
like.
feel so bad
and I
now.
still
'cause
had to
you
be-
didn't crack. I feel so bad. I should
still
never
had to
have-
say,
Had I known, obviously I would have said that.
Oh, we can't afford it. I could have been like, I'll be there in 3
I'm
days.
so surprised that you didn't.
It was the
do
hardest.
That,
That was one of the hardest things.
Yeah. That was a tough day.
That was bad. That was a bad day. Like, it was bad for me. I don't know about you, but that was hard for me. That was a
I'm
bad.
so sorry that you
I-
had to
no,
go
that was a
through
sad
that
day for me.
emotional stress.
It was
Of me being
stressful.
arrested. I'm so sorry.
No, like that really took it out on me. And you were not there for me. You were so sad. You wouldn't even like.
I was too busy crying. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you
It was
were too
very
busy being a big-
selfish of me. I'm
Big
sorry.
crybaby over here.
You know?
While I'm dealing with shit.
Yeah.
So that's the story of how I was the most romantic person this Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know down below what you did on Valentine's Day. And I don't know how to end this video. Yeah, that's it. Bye.